All right, so I'm out on a night walk with my dogs. I just got done doing a live Facebook or Facebook Live video, whatever you want to call. Had some people come on, mostly from other countries. I've got a lot of people from Thailand watching. I don't think they're that interested in dog training advice. So I really do this because I want to share both some dog training info, advice, my world with dogs, and of course my own two loves here, Minnie and Sue, and any other dogs that may have or used to be in my world. I always have to give respect to my former dog, Boo. It's been almost a year since he passed. He lived to be almost 12. He was another Rottweiler. He helped me raise Mr. Sue here when he was a little boy. That dog was my soul dog. I miss him dearly. I think about him all the time, every day, as if he was with me yesterday. So I always want to honor him. And if you just ever want to see a really cool, really special, wise dog, you can go to some of my older posts. I always post pictures and things about him too, but just seeing him in action, what a happy and again, another example of the life I live with my dogs. A lot of him was in Alaska. He spent his last couple of years there, which I feel blessed. It was like his retirement plan. We could go up there and let him live his final days. Like, he loved that place like you couldn't imagine. I mean, all dogs would, obviously. It was just so, I feel so happy I could have him enjoy his final years up there. But yeah, and then a couple other dogs I had in my life. But as far as content and footage of dogs I've owned, Boo, and then Bear was the dog that kind of overlapped with him when he was young. And then before that, kind of, there wasn't really a whole lot, so I just have like kind of pictures and memories. But yeah, so honor Boo. I'll make some more things in honor of him as time goes on. But I want to talk about, I listen to a lot of other people not related to dog training who just talk about like the way the world is, kind of how it is to be someone who might be seeing things a little differently, maybe with a more critical eye, not just going with what feels best, which is why I'm a dog trainer. I look for the discrepancies in things, and I look to be in a position so others can follow me. And some people don't like that. They think it's being pushy, demanding, but when one is in a position of experience, my dog is trying to eat something. No. You shouldn't. It's okay to be in control and let the people who might feel strongly against it, even though they don't know what they're talking about, have to follow the lead. And then through the kicking and screaming, they see the merit. And usually the ones who are leading prevail and help the others who can't help themselves. And I'm talking about in the sake of your dogs. In other elements of life, there's positions and hierarchies and not hierarchies and relational situations. But when it comes to dogs, they need a leader. And it doesn't mean being more aggressive or threatening or showing them a consequence for all of their actions. It's having a plan. It's taking control. It's being self-aware and using them for what they're intended for, which is to help us exist, not psychologically, but logistically. So again, we can't go all move to a farm or go hunting with our dogs. They'd be very satisfied if we did. But what we can do is create a life that is based on structure, rules, leadership, very clear expectations, a job, going out. That's why you see me with my dogs hiking and doing other activities, because it satisfies those needs. And then when we live together, when we first develop a relationship, establish a very clear set of boundaries. And boundaries doesn't mean just don't jump on me. It means don't run up to me, don't follow me, don't ask for things, don't just react to everything. And when that's going to happen, I can predict it in most cases. And if not, I can plan something to show you a better alternative. And that's all training is, especially place training and other kind of command-based exercises I teach clients, because we all don't have that energy. So we have to show, hey, I need you to go to your place and stay there through these conditioning exercises and in general. So it's a very clear message when needed in an extreme time. So you can see that I am in control and you have a viable, if you want to call it a job or a replacement behavior, and you're conditioning a calmer, more focused, one-track response versus a feeling of responsibility and overwhelmed insecurity as a result. Again, that's why dogs have issues. Starts from treating them like babies and following you room to room, and then they just start becoming hyper-vigilant, always waiting for the next thing to happen, and then they don't know how to let it go, and then they get separation anxiety or overprotection of your home, your presence, and then they certainly don't trust when you're holding a leash and you're encountering another dog or a situation that's more extreme and stimulating. And if that's the only time you're training them, even then it's going to frustrate them, because they're saying, there's a whole different set of rules when you live with me. Why in the heck are you trying to intervene now when I see a dog? That's why most dogs with reactivity off leash, they're fine. They don't feel the humans are intervening, or the human who is not demonstrating a position of leadership in general and now wants to be that role at a time of, to them it could be a war, when they feel stuck on a leash and they don't trust that you can control it around another dog. So again, you got to be consistent, you got to be a leader, and it's not about how you feel or your emotions. It's about what the dog needs. And the more you accommodate that, the more you probably won't have an issue with your dogs. All these dogs have problems now more than ever, and that's what I was getting to about the other people I follow and I listen to their content. It's about the chaos in the world. Everybody's trying to fulfill some kind of social needs, social ladder climb, likes, psychological deficiencies. And again, I've got psychological deficiencies, but I can't project that onto my dogs. They can't handle it. They're there to be like my chair is to sit in while I do the actual meditation. You know what I mean? Like, they're there on the sidelines. They shouldn't be affected. My chair, if I have anxiety or not, it's still there to be sat in. My dog is there to be a dog, not fulfill my psychological needs or deficiencies, and not get caught up in everything I'm doing because I'm too busy or making excuses why I can't get them on longer walks, do more activities with them, make them part of my life in a working style way, not just being carried like a lap dog, pushing a stroller, being a couch potato, following me all over the house. Okay, I'm done. Have a good night.